Hello, my name is Erykah Taylor, and I am deciding to try to express my thoughts through speaking. I would love to begin with a question. In what ways does God's goodness connect to the impact Pastor has in our lives? I'll come back to that question. Through my eyes, this is how I view Pastor Rush's life. In the beginning, it felt as though he was crumbled and he was swallowed up. At the tender age of 10, he was hit by a raging storm he didn't see coming. Like a thief in the night, his beloved and number one cheerleader was stolen from him. This unimaginable pain caused him to be silent and misunderstood. It was as though he was traveling in a lonely and dark wilderness without any hope. I can see him now constantly wondering or thinking or whether or not he has a future, but wait. Pastor had to realize, just because you can't see your future doesn't mean that you are defeated. Just means that God has bigger plans set for you. You just have to keep watering your seed and wait for the harvest. After many storms and setbacks, Pastor Rush later became an energetic and creative teacher at Skyline High School. His style was outside of the box and one to remember. Not only did he obtain many honors in education, but the one that stands out to me the most is him obtaining his doctorate in divinity. That is what I believe where he crafted his spitting, and that is what I call growth. Even though Pastor Rush possibly did not see or fully understand his purpose, it had later molded him into the man of God that we see today. From always helping others while sacrificing himself, from teaching a hard-line gospel near and far, and to casting nets into questionable places that may cause him to be ridiculed or possibly shamed. But his brilliance in having aquariums into this church reminds us to always be fishers of men. Pastor Rush has created a legacy, not only for himself, but for those around him. He has ensured that the inspiring body of Christ would take care of its community. For example, IBOC has fed the community, donated to food pantries, and even created family fun events that will leave a lasting impression for years to come. In addition, Pastor Rush has spent countless of hours pouring and teaching our youth. And my favorite part was going into higher ground and eating lots of food. Now, here's the one thing you ought to remember. He was with love, sweet love. Then soon had to shake some hurt away. Sleepless nights, lonely roads, and really didn't know where to go. But God had bigger plans and made him into a confident man. Brushed his shoulders off and made him smile and let his love show. In Psalms 102 verse 1 says, "Oh, give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good, for his mercy endureth forever." And in Galatians 6 verse 9 says, "And let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not." When he was 10, he did not know it would lead him to this loving ministry. When he was 10, he did not know the challenges it would have to face. Yet, look at him now, standing tall on his faith. When people left and did not care, he was the one to always be there. Through his 56 years of preaching, and he is still standing tall, he has made so many memories, big and small. 56 years of teaching and preaching, 56 years of sacrifice and dedication, 56 years of caring for others, and God is still here. Keep going, for words are pumping into your life. For your story is not over yet, because God has been with you through all of your life. Now back to the question I had before. In what ways does God's goodness connect to the impact Pastor has in our lives? I believe Pastor Rush has been an inspiring person through my life, from his words of encouragement to the honor that he shows every day. Now, although I'm ending this speech, this story, this fact, his legacy will never end. And I'd like to say, thank you.